Hey Gamer, here. Welcome on back to the Cade as we're carrying on with our playthrough of Super Robot Wars 3, also known as Third Super Robot Wars, from 1991 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last episode, we managed to secure our newest Super Robot, who happens to be Combattler 5. This is one of the late 70s classic Super Robots. And now we have that to go along with Mazinger Z and Geta in our Super Robot core. And we've got quite a few Gundams and other miscellaneous stuff that fill out the rest of our current roster. What we need to do now is we are on our way to the Sao Tome Research Lab, which is the main laboratory in the Geta Robo series. Because we had the option to choose between going there or going to the Phantom or the Photon Research Lab, which is the main laboratory in the Mazinger series. You will find a commonality in virtually every classic Super Robot Wars series where it's all, and I explained this a little bit in the previous episode, because we had the same thing in Combattler 5, where it's all built around a laboratory that has found some great scientific breakthrough. Which, if you think about where these labs are all located across the Japanese landscape, it would be staggering if all of these things were actually real. Sadly, they're not. But also, when you think about it, they wouldn't exist if they existed. Then the enemies they would have to fight would likely exist as well, and that's not necessarily a good thing with all the different creatures and aliens and other insane enemies that these characters have had to fight over the span of the last 50 years now. So of course we're almost going to be not happy because the lab is under attack. And we've got Mechasaurus coming this way, and it is the classic Geta Robo G Sao Tome Lab, which is completely different from the one in the original series. Between the series, they built a whole new version of it, and that's the one that's in the second version. That's the one that I grew up with watching the most. So we have the Texas Mac, which I don't even remember seeing this mech in any version of Geta Robo that I saw as a kid. But then again, the version that I saw, they'd taken out a lot of the full series to fit American television. So, and then this is the Geta Q, which Michiru, who is Professor Sao Tome's daughter, didn't have her own Geta machine. She ended up flying around in a what was called the Command Craft, which was essentially a small one-person, not necessarily a fighter plane, but it was a support craft. Let me put it that way. And in the updated version of Super Robot Wars that I'm playing now, when I'm not recording these episodes, that's what she's still in. And I'm at a point in that game where she gets very easily destroyed if I'm not careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same strategy. I'm going to make these Mechasaurs come to me, because I don't want to stray too far away from the lab because I got to defend it, and I don't know how strong these guys are because they're support characters, and they tend not to be the most powerful things that you can have in your arsenal. So I'm hoping if I make these guys come to me, rather than me going out and trying to take them on en masse like this, that eventually the reinforcements will show up. So I'm going to move back a little bit. And yep, there they are. So the reinforcements have arrived, just like they did in the last one. Come on. Well, it didn't deploy him again. That's really annoying. There we go. Because what I want is I want to... Whoop. There. Yes. Alright, now I will send out the troops. Although this is something else that they improved on in later games as well. You don't have to go through all this stuff to send out your mechs. Once you pick your group, you can auto-deploy them. And you can do it in such a way that they're pretty much able to attack right out the gate. Okay, so what have we got here? We have the mock rifle. It hits for 91%. I have to admit, he is an odd-looking duck of a mech. Alright, it doesn't look like the Get a Q can actually attack. That's not good. Alright, Mac's already in a bit of a pickle here. What I might have had to have done is use the acceleration function on... That's 30%. On the Argama. It allowed me to move even closer, so when I deployed the mechs, they could be in a better position to attack. But nope, they're coming this way, so they can do that. The whiff. Ooh, and this thing hits for 100%. Hopefully it will not be enough to take him down. Oh boy. Hopefully he has the ability to completely heal. Alright, so if I build her up enough, she can actually do quite a bit. Freezing Beam didn't do much. Ouch. Okay. Definitely got to get the reinforcements over there. That's nice to have, because now I can move him all the way over. And do a full attack on this guy. Alright, that damage wasn't too bad. Hopefully the Zeta Gundam won't get hit by this big oversized Triceratops, and he won't. And Cammy did a good job there. Alright, in the meantime, I want him. I want Messenger taking these guys out. And this should put this thing down. Because if this can't hit for 136 points, then I'm wasting my time here. Alright, and I should have acceleration, which I do. Yeah, I should have done that first. Now, hopefully he can't hit me from here. Ooh, 74%. Not good. And he didn't do much damage. Alright. Fortunately, Ko got out of the way this time. Aphrodite repair Messenger. Meanwhile, Jack is still over here. What is this thing at? 1300. Hopefully this will do it. Close, but not quite. Will you miss it? Nope. Alright, hopefully they will avoid. Ooh. Alright, so Michiru put that one down. But I'm really hoping if I don't lose either of them. $61% versus 100. Will Jack it out of the way? Yes, he will. Okay, good. It is still really annoying that my weapons only do so little. Oh, and you're going after Aphrodite. Okay. Have DJ soften this thing up a bit. Actually, just put it down. I'm good with that. Try and hit me with a mini missile. I hit you back with my best weapon. Nope. No soup for you. I only need 575 points. Goodbye. Alright, so we bailed out Texas Mac. We've got this guy over here to deal with. Actually, give him the rocket punch. Oh, and that was a critical hit. That's good if we're reaching the point where he can get crits. And that ended up being a lot faster fight than I was anticipating. So is it going to take much longer to readjust Get a Robo G? Yes, taking longer than I thought. Okay, I was going to say, we're way too early for us to get her G. I think we were probably supposed to have more mechs show up, but we ended up clearing out all the ones we had. We don't have enough to really power up anybody yet. But we also have enough time where we can likely get another mission in, because we're only at 18 minutes. So we'll head to the Photon Research Lab, which again is the home of the Messenger team. And we've got company. So 4 enemy mechs. Ooh, and Brocken, who is one of the main baddies in Messenger Z, and he's in a capital ship. So, how far away are these things? They are way down there. Alright, so I'm definitely going to need Aphrodite to hold back and be in a position to protect or repair Messenger as these guys are coming at him. So the one thing I've learned in playing these games is that, yeah, if you employ this strategy and make them come to you, by the time they get within range... Oh, are you kidding? Bosses here? Okay, this was not the reinforcements I was expecting. So... This is the boss Borat, who is a secondary character in Messenger Z. He is entirely there for comic relief, and if we want to break this down in terms of things like Street Fighter 2, then this is very much Dan. He's got all these abilities, but he can't hit the barn side of a broad. It really is. I did say that. I mean, broadside of a barn. I cannot believe I actually said that out loud. It's been a long day. You're not excusing that. That was a complete Sloydian frip on my part. Alright, so now these guys are going to come up and get in range. And what I need is I need Boss to get over here. Because he's not going to be able to take on these beasties on his own. And I have to be careful with how much I deploy his best weapons, because against that capital ship, I'm going to have to use quite a lot. Can I take this one out with Aphrodite? If I could do that, that'd be great, because that would bump her up a level. Yes, the Duplis is gone. Alright, so this Garrote is going to go after Boss, which does not surprise me at all. And he got out of the way, that's good. More often than not, Boss would just like run his way into a fray that Mazinger was currently fighting against one of these beasties and get his body blown to shribbins. And all that would be left was his head. I remember seeing that more times watching this anime when I was a kid. And in later versions of this game, you can actually have Boss, as you progress through and you get more stuff, Boss can actually end up taking command of Mazinger Z. And just like that, Boss is toast. Which does not surprise me one bit that that happened. Actually, I want to move him in between Brocken and Aphrodite. Wow, that didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I'd hoped. But luckily, you can sidestep those bombs, so that saves him from taking any more unnecessary damage. And I can do the same for Aphrodite. Mm, 61%, but if it hits, it hits. You would not think a giant whale of a ship like that would be able to move that easily out of the way, but the Argama was able to dodge stuff with 96% probability it was going to get hit. So you never really know in this game, which can be quite frustrating. So the Garrote is going to use the range attack. And then those other two are going to have to come over a bit closer to try and hit me. Ouch. Now, hopefully, this thing... Okay, well, he's going after Aphrodite. I'm not keen on that, but... And he evaded the missile. Okay, we've got our guys here. I definitely need Neethus. Who else should I bring out? Alex. I'll bring out both Nemo. Whoops, no. What am I doing? Bring out the Gundams. And I'll bring out Sailor this time. Okay, now I want to move up. And I want to deploy. Because now I can immediately go into attack mode. And once you really get the fundamentals of how a game like this works, and you realize that, yeah, it's... You have to start thinking tactically about stuff like this. Then it gets a lot easier. It's still not super easy. I don't want to make it sound like it's a complete cakewalk, because you still are at the mercy of probability and random occurrences and crazy things happening that you can't entirely anticipate. And that can get really frustrating. Like, I just had a situation in the other version of Super Robot Wars that I'm playing where I'm towards the end of the game and I have a mission that is a 2-stage mission. And I got through the first half of it just fine. And then had a situation where I went back and had, in the second stage, one of the mechs I couldn't afford to lose, I lost it. Which is really annoying. And it happens. But the real kicker was that I went through and I did the mission again and thought I had it all buttoned up, and then a purely random occurrence happened that took out another one of the mechs I couldn't afford to lose, and I completely failed the mission, and now I have to do it for a third time. And the last time I ran it, it was late at night, and I was tired and I was frustrated, and it was definitely one of those cases where I was just like, okay, I need to stop, or else I'm going to break something. And that's not a good position to be in. Man, I hope I get some serious upgrades on that GPO-1 pretty soon, because that thing is fragile. Alright, Getter took that fairly well. Prometheus repair GPO1. Bust out a 90mm Gatling gun on this thing. Still wasn't enough to really put a dent in it. Meanwhile, ouch. And I know this isn't going to be enough to take out that Garada. But I have to have these guys do some damage. Ow. Because again, this was something I had to learn the hard way. If you do not prop up your secondary units, you will reach a point inevitably in this game where they will not be able to put a dent in anything. But they will get utterly wrecked by even the most minimal enemy. Well, that Gundam did not do much damage to him. And luckily he got out of the way. Alright, so I deployed all the mechs. And I should take down this one first. Because it's almost gone. That guarantees me I won't have any damage coming back at me. And reinforcements have arrived. And it's Ashura, who is the other baddie in, or the lieutenant baddie, I should say, in Mazinger Z. Because the actual baddie in Mazinger Z is a character called Dr. Hell. Because Go Nagai was so subtle with his naming of various characters. Especially his baddies. Alright, well the Nemo didn't last very long. That's not good. Now they're going to go after the capital ship, and the Argama's going to take a hit. Ooh, took a big hit. And he sidestepped it. Alright, and I need to see where these, what groupings these guys have, because they're over this way, which means they're going to probably come up this way. Because what I want is I want the Argama to be in a position where it can do its map attack and blast as many of these as possible to soften them up. But what I need to do is I need to take out Brocken as soon as humanly possible. I didn't want to do that. Oh, well, you didn't have any damage to take anyway. Alright, I'll Methus repair him really quick. I'll have Aphrodite repair Messenger really quick. Zeta take on this guy and hopefully soften him up a little bit more. See if the grenade launchers do anything of note. Yeah, it's not too terrible. At a 4% hit probability, that's not bad. %37 retaliation, and Amuro will go with a Hyper Hammer. Crack. And out of the way he goes. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, this should just about put this thing down. Not quite. Ooh. Ow. I don't want to lose DJ yet. But the Gundam 2 should put it down, and that ought to be enough to have her level up again. Excellent. How's he doing? Okay. So the Getter Beam only uses 15 energy, so I can take advantage of it while I can. And soften the ghoul up and hopefully put Bracken down finally. And then my guys can evade attacks now is super helpful. Mm, 78%. Not looking good. Ouch. But he leveled up. That's helpful. Beam rifle hit. Oh, not good. But that my characters are still leveling up from all this stuff is really, really critical. I cannot stress that enough. And hopefully this should be enough to put this down. 56%, will it hit? Are you kidding? 38 hit points left. I sneeze on that capital ship and it goes down. Are you kidding me? That's crap. Oof. Alright, well, Brockett is toast. And as long as those guys down here cannot come up enough and do any damage, and they can keep moving up. Okay, so I've got the option of I can either move him over here, but first thing I gotta do is I have to get him repaired. There's just simply nothing else for it. I've got to make sure the Argama can survive, and then I can hopefully pull off what I'm planning to. Where are we at? 2,300. Alright, so move him here. And start busting out the heavy artillery on these guys. Wow, that did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the getter beam did nothing, too. Wow. These things have got either super tough armor on it, or they just are absolutely not interested in taking any damage. Alright, at least I have to move the Gundams down so I can have them attack from the back. Because they're going to have to purely be supporting this. Ouch. Okay, Getta's in serious trouble. Combattler might be too. Damn! If I lose 2 super robots in this, I am going to be in a world of hurt. And these Spartans haven't even attacked yet. 58, 52%? Oh my god, I lost Combattler. I'm screwed. Okay, the rocket punch worked, but barely. Oh, it didn't even hit that one. Wow. Okay. %61 for him to hit me with that spear. And I had barely 250 points of damage on it. Oof. Alright, fully heal up, because I absolutely have to. Getter Beam didn't do barely anything to these guys. So I can only hope the Boomerang will do a little bit more. Well, it took it out. I think I need to gang up on this one. Well, the high Mega Launcher did barely any damage this thing the last time. Alright, that'll work. Can Slugger do enough damage with his? Almost. Alright, so now I can send in one of the other Gundams and hopefully put this sucker down. Ooh, he desperately needs repair. What is Alex at? Alex at 1400. Focus, boost morale, but I won't be able to do any damage or different attacks. Oop, I want Beam Saber. All right. If I can't hit this thing for 21 points of damage, I might as well give it up right now. Goodbye. Attacking with a Vulcan, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage here. But it's hitting back for 66% at best. Hopefully it will miss. Please miss. Of course you didn't miss. Why would you miss? You're not designed to miss. Alright, it's hitting for 68%. I'm hitting for 77%. One hit. Ow. Hit the damn thing. Of course not. I have higher differential and I still whiff. You're firing out of water to try and hit me for 69%. And you did not land. Thank you. You're going for 29%. What's Ashura going to go after? Okay, she's going to go after him again. Ooh, 90%. Not good. Yeah, she's not going to hit for much. Wonder. Yeah, I don't have enough energy to fire off the map attack again, so I gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Well, 67%. Odds aren't terrible. And I put that sucker down. Good. One less thing to worry about. And he can't hit me from here, so now this is where my snipers come in really handy. Because they have now capable of softening this thing up. And I hit it for 99% with a huge bazooka. I drop that. Alright, and I need to move her out of the way. Aphrodite back over, fix Messenger up, because I need Messenger to go this way. Do some serious hurt to Ashura. Of course, it barely did anything. And he got bombed instead. But now with these two, I can at least pull out all my big guns and really whittle it down. And just hope they both have enough hit points, enough constitution to get through both of them. Oh, and I forgot that Amro's only at 400 hit points. Hopefully this will not hit him. I don't know if I can afford to lose the Gundam along with it, and I did. Shoot. I did not need to have that happen. All right. I'm going to keep going after Aphrodite, which in some ways I'm okay with, but I don't want her to get too beat up. Like so. While that trough is underwater, I don't think it can do, or it can take more damage. Ooh. And all he's got left to use out against him are missiles. That's not good. Okay. Well, I'm glad I did not take advantage of using other stuff so I could focus on... Whoops. I can't attack him underwater? Really? Okay, fine. I will go deal with this guy. Because if Messenger can't hit anything underwater, then it does not do me any good having him that close. Go over and fix the NT1. Thank you for evading that, Co. He's at full amount, so let's see this guy. I can accelerate him over. Will this beam saber do anything to this guy underwater? Nope. 200 points of damage. That's it. Ow. And in the meantime, he gets absolutely blasted. Fix him up really quick. I'm gonna put him down finally. Almost. Alright, so now that I've got him softened up to that point, Zeta Gundam should be able to take him out, and then what I can do is I can have Getter switch to Getter 3. And deal with that one that's underwater, because that's exactly what he's designed for. Finally, you're dead. You're going after her again. Oof. Almost put that one down. I expect that other one is going to go after her too. Yep. 42%. Come on, Sayaka, dodge this. Damn it. Alright. Enough of this mucking about. Give me Getter 3, and I'm going to go down underwater, and I'm going to take that thing apart. But I need to, because I realize we are now well over... We're doing another double stuffed episode here, which I didn't plan on. But that first one only lasted 18 minutes. This second one has gone almost an hour. All right, Musashi. And I can utilize Flash to make sure she doesn't get hit again. And I can go into water and repair Getter 3. And that will take this one out. It won't be able to hit me with the missiles, that's fine. And now if my Gundams can go in and put this thing away, then even better. Launch the missiles. Ouch. Yeah, I know he's dangerous, but he's almost dead, too. I doubt this beam saber's going to do much damage to it. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, ram cram attack was not good. Bring her back to the ship. Can Emma do anything of note here? A little bit. I just need one really good shot on this sucker. But because I'm underwater, that really compromised my ability to do much of anything. So can I dodge it? Yes, I can. All right, let's put this sucker down. Two Panic Getter missiles coming up. That trough goes away, and finally this mission is over. It took 50 minutes to get this second one out of the way. So, we've got a new weapon to cover Mazinger Z's weakness. The Jet Scrander. So I think that means now he'll be able to fly. And we get the Iron Cutter and the Drill Missile. And Sayaka gets a new robot. She gets the Diana A. Which is better than the Aphrodite A. That's great. Now we're going to Chiba City to look at Raideen. Ooh, if we're going to get Raideen in the next episode, then that couldn't come a minute too soon. So 39,000, we're going to lose a chunk here that we desperately needed. But we have a bunch of upgrades that we can put together. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this for right now. And I'm between this episode and next one, I will get that sorted out. Because like I said, we are way overdue for this one. And I don't want to take up any more of your day. So, like I said, we will do our upgrades between the next episode and this one. And then we will head off to Chiba City, where we will hopefully gain access to another super robot in Brave Raideen. So we're stocking up on those very, very quickly, and we're gonna need them moving forward. But as always, my name is Ron. It's been great to spend this time with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.